And that's it for the matchups. But now we will get into the best bets of the night, of the week, I should say. We recapped the bets just overall earlier, and kind of explained them there. But of course, I'll go through them right now as well. The first one being the triple play. The triple play, of course, is where I pick 3 of the people that got the edge, and I put them in a parlay. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just as simple as that. I just gave it a nice name. The triple play. First up it's Jungyong Lee. He's at minus 150. Honestly, I just think he's so much better than Blake Builder. Just an absolute tank of a man. I mean, look at this guy. Maybe on my list for sexiest of the year. I don't know. Maybe he's on the top 5. I don't know. But look at that. I mean, he's a tank, and he is very, very good. Like I said, probably the best person who's come off of Road to UFC. He is very, very good. My throat is annihilated right now. Next up, I've got McCann. Like I said, she beat Belbita before. She should win again. She's got the size. She's got the striking, the pace, everything. She should win again. She really should. And she's at minus 250 right now. And then finally, I've got Silva in there. She's at minus 350. I mean, I'm pretty confident about the other two. And Silva should win this, especially because of her age. Especially because she keeps getting better and better. The speed, the striking. So you combine those 3... I feel decent. I feel pretty good about it. Yeah, there's the picture there. I forgot that I did that. And then the odds are at plus 200. That is what that is set at. So plus 200 for those 3. I mean, who's complaining about that? Those are pretty good odds for that. And that's the triple play. Moving on. It is the Grand Slam. The Grand Slam is pretty much the same thing, but it's 4 people instead of 3. And of course, you swap out a couple of the people just to not get super overexposed on any one specific person. First up, that is Thomas Peterson. I think, yeah, Thomas Peterson? Yeah. Thomas Peterson, minus 175. He is making his debut, but I don't really think Pogues is that good. And I have been extremely impressed with what I saw from Peterson. So I'm going Peterson on the first leg there. Next up, because of the way I set this up, there's always going to be one person that is in both parlays. Today, that is Jungyong Lee, because I just think he is that good. So minus 150, I put him back in there as well. Next up, Khizriev at minus 175. I mean, he definitely has the advantage in this fight. He's undefeated as well. Got the wrestling in there. He really, really should win this. So I've got him in there as well. And finally, it's Azat Maxim. I will say this was the one that barely made it, because there's always 1 or 2 on the list, because I pick a top 6. Kind of just squeaked into that 6th position. Pretty close. But again, another undefeated guy. 17-0. Charles Johnson hasn't really been all that impressive. So, seemed like a good one to throw in there as well. And he's at minus 225. You put that all together. Look at that. The dream team. Look at that. Peterson there. Great picture. And that is at a whopping plus 494. Good Lord. And need I remind everybody that I am actually more accurate, statistically speaking, at picking a Grand Slam than I am at picking a triple play. I am, what was it, 7-5? 7-5 at picking the Grand Slams here. So those are pretty insane odds for something that I'm 7-5 at. So we'll see how that goes. I'm not making any promises, obviously, but that's the dream team this week. That's the Grand Slam. We've got 2 bets left, and that begins with the top dog. the best underdog of the week. And there's honestly, I mean, there were a lot of close fights on there. I mean, I only gave out 7 edges, by the way, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Which means that there are a lot of underdogs, I think, on this card that have a good chance of winning. But to me, the one guy on this card that has a pretty good shot, just based on the style, it's my man, Drew Dober there. I really think he's got a pretty good shot at winning this one. I mean, like I said, Moicano knocked out 3 times in the UFC. You know, could be a 4th one here. He does get hit, Drew Dober. Trust me, you don't want to get hit by the Doberman. You don't want to get bit there. So I'm picking him for the dog of the week, plus 162. Feeling good about it. And do I even need to remind you? My record 8-3 on the top dogs. Don't want to blow my own horn, but you know, we've done well in the past. Hopefully that continues again with my man, the Doberman. Finally, the last bet, and then we can all go home, is the sniper pick. It's my thing. I was going to come up with another word, but thing was the only word that came to mind. It's my flagship bet. It's the sniper pick. This is the one I'm most confident about on the entire card. And it is Thomas Peterson this time. I know I said before that I was not going to do this with somebody making their debut, but I was so impressed by what I saw in the tape and the lack of impressing content on Pogue's side that I had to go with Thomas Peterson. And minus 175, by the way, I believe that might actually be the lowest odds we've ever had for a sniper pick. So that's pretty cool. And what I'm going to do is, and this was actually another thing that I forgot to put on here, because the other bets, I don't write the units on there. It's the same every time. I just put 1 unit on all of them. Actually, I do half a unit on the Grand Slam. It actually says that in the description below, how that's done. I should probably write that here, but I always have a different number of units for the sniper pick, this one specifically. Did not put this in here because it was the first. It's my first time doing this. I just forgot to put it on there. I am putting down 7? Was it 7? 7 units, I believe. 7 units on Mr. Thomas Peterson to get me the win here, which is a profit of 4 units, which would be the highest profit I've ever had on a single sniper pick. So hopefully Thomas Peterson can get it done for us here and bring us home our first big win with all the new graphics and such. Hopefully that is what happens here, but that is it.